Greetings Overwatch fans one and all, I'm TheWatchful Pony and welcome to my character review. And for today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite characters to play on Overwatch, Genji. Now while Genji may not be my main, honestly I don't really have a main because it all depends on the territory and depending on offense or defense. However, he is one of my favorite characters. And to find out why, we're going to analyze him, starting with his background. Genji was the youngest son of the legendary Shimata ninja clan, and as such he kind of lived a life of luxury and was spoiled. I know, it's kind of hard to believe that Genji the ninja of Overwatch would be a spoiled brat in his youth, but it's true. But because Genji's father coddled him, everyone grew to resent his father, and eventually when he died, it fell on his brother Hanzo, yes that Hanzo, to run the business all by himself, and he asked and pleaded with Genji to help the family out, which he refused, causing a rift to form between the two brothers until eventually Hanzo supposedly killed Genji. I say supposedly because actually he was only very mortally wounded and eventually picked up by Overwatch, where he was rebuilt and reimagined as a cyborg. However, over the years Genji grew to hate his cybernetic enhancements, resenting the very body that saved him. So eventually he left Overwatch and went on a bit of a spirit quest until he met Zenyatta, and thanks to Zenyatta's tutoring, Genji was finally at peace for the first time in many years. Honestly, as far as the hero stories, I think this is one of the best out there. Go from resenting Genji for how much of a brat he is, to actually feeling sorry for him when he supposedly gets murdered, to actually rooting for him when he finally finds inner peace. But what makes it doubly interesting is that Genji and Hanzo's story is actually based off of real-life Japanese folklore of the same name. The only difference being that Genji became a dragon, not a cyborg. Speaking of dragons, let's talk about design. Now when it comes to Genji's design, honestly, I'm a bit torn when it comes to it. On one hand, he does look absolutely badass. This is probably one of the best cyborg designs I've seen in a long time. The armor, the helmet, the shuriken, the katana, the green outline, to even the dragon motif that surrounds his entire body. Genji does look absolutely badass. My problem comes in from the fact that he looks absolutely nothing like a ninja. I mean, white? Are you serious? Which is why you bet your ass I used the navy blue outfit because it's much more closer to an actual ninja outfit. Which I know sounds incredibly petty, but trust me, when you love ninjas as much as I do, you want it to be as accurate as possible. Thankfully the weapons are far more accurate, which is good because his only two weapons seem to be shurikens and a katana. The katana itself is a badass cybernetic katana with some nice green enhancements to it, which not only looks really fucking cool but is able to nicely blend the cybernetics of the cyborg but keep the ninjutsu theme. As one katana attack is him doing a swift strike, which not only allows him to get to places very far, but could also deliver a nice swift blow to the enemy, killing him. But it doesn't stop there. Genji can use his katana so well he can deflect enemy fire right back at him. Timing this well can make short works of people like Bastion and Diva. While yes, it can be very easy for them to stop attacking you, if you time it just right you might be able to take them out. Or heck, it could even buy you some extra time to get away and get some health. But it's not just all katana with Genji, as he also has his shurikens. These are basically Genji's primary ranged weapon. But while Genji's shurikens may look pretty weird compared to the guns and all the other stuff, he actually uses them incredibly effectively for any situation. Because the shuriken has two different shots, a straight shot and a spread shot. The straight shot hits 3 shurikens in the same area, one after the other, which means it's meant for more long distance sniping and can actually be very effective at sniping enemies and getting a precise shot since each shuriken hits the same area. Obviously the downside being is that it takes a couple seconds to cool down, so if someone's up close and personal, there's a good chance you're gonna die if you use this. Thankfully, that's where the alternate shot comes in, the spread shot. It can make short work of fast enemies like tracers. Obviously it's just meant for up close and personal attacks, so if you get really close to anyone who has a crap ton of health and you need to get it down fast, obviously go with this. Or you could snipe him from a distance. Again, it's very situational. Genji's arsenal can adapt to any situation he's in. The only downside being is that Genji is a glass cannon. Seriously, he has some of the lowest HP out of all the classes in the game. So if you go in guns a-blazing like you think a ninja is supposed to do, you're gonna get killed. Ironically enough, playing as a real-life ninja is the best way to play as Genji. Keep moving, keep an eye out for your party, take out stragglers that are falling behind the team like snipers, and only head into the fray if you think you can do some serious damage, like with Genji's finisher, where he loses his shurikens but does double close range damage with his katana, and shouts out the most awesome battle cry ever. God, I love that. I guess all that's left is personality. Honestly, just think Zenyatta except a badass. All the contemplative calmness of Zenyatta, but with badass ninjutsu to back it up. Yeah, I think that's about accurate. But that's all I got for you, everyone. So until next time, guys, I'm TheWatchful Pony, and I really need an outro for non-pony videos. I'll see you guys next time.
Big slice, then I'm running on the next one. Swift strike to the midsection, middle of the chest. You unable to get a breath, and I'm destined to be the only one left. So you better call the rest in. And this is what you call a lesson. Calling yourself a veteran, but are you really better than a cybernetic competitor? Better take your medicine, you headed in the wrong direction. Stepping into the battle, man, it's hard, but I'm not afraid. And you know I gotta go and sharpen my katana blade. Everybody here got my back, cause I'm about to attack and I'm making